Hey, this is Brian Wright from BrianWright732.com, and a little bit of change of scenery today. It's way too nice of a spring day to be sitting inside, so decided to pull out the computer in the backyard and rant a little bit. So this one is primarily for the fitness industries. So you've got these personal training studios that are subscribing to this whole fat loss challenge. So you get basically into a contest where for 6 weeks you have training, and then at the end they give away prizes, and most of it is like money, free training, whatnot, to the people that lose the most weight in the time period. And I got to tell you, it is one of the most unhealthy and biggest scams going out there, because most of the people that get involved in these things are going to lose weight in an artificial way to win the prize. They're not going to be developing sustainable lifestyles, and they are basically just generating quick capital. And if you have, say, 12 people get involved in the challenge, maybe 2 or 3 of them are going to transition into being full-time clients for the trainer. So it's just a way to recruit some people in bulk, to make a lot of money off of a group of people in a short amount of time, and spread some bogus ideas of what it means to be healthy and fit. So the real issue on this one is, as trainers, our responsibility is to develop healthy, sustainable lifestyles for people, not create artificial situations where we're going to have rapid fat loss or rapid anything, because anybody who knows the science behind the human body will tell you anything that's going to be sustainable long term does not happen rapidly. So prime example on this fat loss challenge, BS, and I'll throw it out there. It's Mike Duffy's gym in Oakhurst, New Jersey. They do this challenge all the time. I've had at least 5 people in the last year that know me and that we cut weight for fights and whatnot have called me up and asked me for ways that they could dehydrate their body safely so that they could win the challenge. You know, they've heard about the salt baths and the saunas and all that. So what they were doing is basically scamming the system to win the challenge, because there was like $5,000 in prizes on the line. And, you know, I basically had to explain to them, I'm like, are you in this challenge to win the money, or are you in it to create a sustainable sitch? You know, they all say, oh, I want a sustainable sitch, but they were taking shortcuts to win the money. So they wanted their cake and to eat it too. I guess that's the wrong analogy for a weight loss conversation, but too bad. So when you see this, it's appealing because you're saying, well, I'm going to put down X amount of money, and if I win the challenge, not only am I going to make my money back, I'm going to make even more, and I'm going to get discounted, whatever. But the thing is, you're wasting 6 weeks of your life to drop the same 10, 20, 30 pounds you've been dropping over and over and over again for a long time. The best thing to do is to not look for the fad, the diet, the quick fix program, but to make a long-term commitment to addressing your lifestyle habits, and make sure that you can balance out your work, your fuel, and your rest so that you can get the body that you want. People say they're afraid to lift weights because they don't want to get big and bulky. It's impossible to get big and bulky unless you're, ingesting a massive amount of calories. It's impossible to be obese or overweight if you're living on a healthy eating plan and working out. It's the math of the calories, and it's the source of the calories that actually matters. All the other stuff that you hear, where these fads, detoxes, cleanses, and whatnot, they're all garbage. You can't detox your liver. You can't cleanse your kidneys. You can't do that. There's no science to back any of that up. You can detox a drug addict, but you can't detox a food addict. What you can do is you can make healthy, sustainable changes to your habits. So you start shopping on the perimeter instead of down the aisles in the food store. You start ingesting more vegetables and clean, good-sourced proteins and fruits that are going to balance out your diet versus packaged, processed, whatever. You cut your alcohol consumption down. I don't say you have to eliminate it unless you've got a real problem, but I don't believe in moderation either. I believe in sustainable, healthy living. So you ingest calories from healthy sources, you actually can ingest more calories than the average person can from unhealthy sources. there's not enough lettuce in the world that you can eat to get heavy off of. There's not enough greens in the world that you can get heavy off of. That's just a fact. Your body processes it too well. And when it comes to the protein, if you're eating it from clean sources, combining it with, good greens, it's going to be very difficult for you to be obese. And if you are obese, it's going to be easier for you to cut the weight back and get your health up if you're on a diet like that. Ask any of my athletes that go on clean diets. They perform at a much higher level than they do when they're eating a junk food based diet. So I guess the long and short of this whole message is that the scams and the tricks that these people are pushing to get you in the door just go to show you that they're really not trainers, they're predators. They're not trying to get in clients that they can create healthy lifestyles for. They're trying to quick fix scam you into getting involved and then scare you into staying. It's my main issue with the industry, and that's why I'm involved in another project that I'm starting, an online consulting company for fitness business, to get them away from the predatory tactics, from the scare tactics, from the bro science, from the nonsense that's getting pushed. Pushing the powders and the pills and getting people to do the crazy workout routines and, basically making people feel that their trainer's indispensable. When healthy living is really just a discipline task. And when I say discipline, it's not a horrible word. It's discipline in terms of getting into, again, I'll say it over and over and over, a sustainable, healthy lifestyle for yourself. We all have a lane that we can function in. Due to our lifestyle situation, some of us can eat perfect. Some of us are not going to be perfect. And that's okay. As long as you understand the parameters that you're applying for yourself and you can live with them, and you're not going so extreme that you're going to break and fall off in a short amount of time, and that you're not going to be so loose that you're not going to get any benefit from it. So you've got to find the lane that's going to work for you, the one that you're going to be comfortable with, and then you have to learn how to make healthy choices to stay within that avenue. It's really not the most difficult task to do. People say to my wife and I all the time, it's like, how do you guys eat the way you do? It's really not that hard. When we eat outside of our normal lane, we don't like it. We have a very narrow, choice of foods and a lifestyle that we're very, very comfortable with. And it works for us. And you have to figure out what works for you. And a good trainer is going to work with you to find out what works for you, not sell you a bag of goods on a quick fix fat loss challenge. This idiot's got a poster in his window that says you could lose up to 48 pounds of fat in 6 weeks. I do not know a single healthy way to do that. I don't know what they're pushing. It's ridiculous. And he's busy, and he makes a lot of money doing what he's doing. And I think he's a disservice to the industry, and I'm not going to personally judge the person, but I do not have good feelings for how he does business, and that how he does business is a true reflection on who he is. So that's where I'm going with that. So again, if you're a fitness professional or you're someone that's looking to do business with a fitness professional, I hope that you embrace the reality that you're in the business of helping people, of serving people in a way that's going to have a long-term benefit for them. That's how you should make your money. That is how you should develop relationships with clients for the long term. That is how you should help the community in which you operate. You must provide a real benefit for people. The benefit should just not be for your pocketbook. If you have a long-term goal with your client, you're going to make more money than the short-term nonsense that the majority of you are pushing right now. So that's my spiel, and I wish you all good luck in your training. And if you need any advice, you could always find me at brianwright732.com. You could email me through my fitness business, killerbcsa.com. And you can check out our website, killerbcsa.com. I already just said that. I'm always available to help people out to optimizing their lifestyle. So enjoy your day, and I hope all of you are blessed with the same kind of weather that I have here.